Hello, today we're at Microsoft Build 2025, and we just started a new OpenHack. So I'm with Anthony and Coletta. Could you please uh, say us about your goal and saying about OpenHack and how the experience been?
Yeah, I can go first. Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte Tagasicho. I'm an AI advocate at Microsoft and OpenHack. I'm a coach. So basically, I'm helping people, going around helping people if they have any issue going through the challenges and or just any questions, doubts. But what we are doing here is basically going through a challenge to build an agent, just different technologies in foundry, Microsoft pilot studio, so you can choose every track, you can choose your technology, and then you have coaches that can help you go through those challenges. But there's no step-by-step tutorial. There's just some hints that you can leverage to build your thing. But we want you to bring your creativity and build your application.
How about yourself, Anthony?
Yeah, so Anthony Bartolo, cloud advocate with Microsoft alongside Carlotta with colleagues, and I'm the track lead for the Copilot Studio portion of the OpenHack. Carlotta did a phenomenal job explaining what the OpenHack is. We've done OpenHacks before at Build, but we've stepped it up a notch. We taken an OpenHack challenge and split it into three, and to have all three come out with the same outcome. So we created a pizza pizza API built by Johan, where they've then turned it into an MCP server. And the hack is about having the agent order the pizza on your behalf. The way that it's been orchestrated, though, is that we have it in three different ways. Either using Copilot Studio, or you're building it for M365 Teams, or you're using AI Foundry to create that agent to have the same outcome of ordering pizza.
And we have real pizza too.
I would ask you, the pizza that we had, is that on par for you?
I didn't have pizza. I don't know.
So, as a coach from organizing this OpenHack, what do you expect in attending to gain from it? Term practical.
So, first of all, we expect the attendees to learn, and we expect us to learn from attendees. So it's like learning experience for everybody. The main thing here is building your own agent. So exploring agentic AI and get your hands on, get practical experience basically. So apply what you have learned maybe at Build from other sessions, other step-by-step labs, to the real world, I would say.
How about yourself?
It's been fascinating, right? Because you have a wide range of expertise here at this event. You have individuals that have never built an application before. This is their first time, and they're excited. They're excited because the tools enable them to be a part of something bigger than themselves in terms of the use of agents, which has been amazing. And you have those that are experts, that are you're pulling out VS Code, going through AI Foundry, you're pulling out the services. They're being creative in the way that they're addressing the opportunity or the problem or the challenge that they're going through. For us, as Carlotta said, it's a lot about feedback. Are the resources that we offer in this OpenHack stuff that will help people? Does it provide enough instruction? Does it provide enough information to make people successful? If not, what needs to be added or changed? So as much as we're helping others in the adoption of the technology, it's also about us making sure that the resources that we provide also enable them to be successful.
So is there any typical mistake or challenges that they can face when doing these OpenHack?
No, I don't think so. The main thing here is having growth mindset, so come to learn, and there's no real mistakes you can do. Of course, there might be some frustration if all these technologies or concepts are new for you, and that's totally fine. It's part of the learning process, but I would say there's no mistakes, just learning.
How about yourself? Do you find anyone struggling with learning something new at the beginning?
So there are people that are struggling, right? And especially if they're a beginner, they've never built an application before, it becomes a confidence thing. What's great about OpenHacks is its community. right? So communities helping each other to go through the steps, to go through solving the challenges that are put forth, which is awesome. If you see people that have never met each other before in their life, they're sitting at a table, and they're like having open conversations about what's going on. I think that's been the most impactful thing that I've seen is just the community coming together to work together to address the challenge.
Okay, so within this challenge, just people get to work independently, to help each other with the challenge.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but the challenge is individual, but as Anthony said, that's it's encouraging to work together and just learn from each other and help each other. But yeah, it's an individual challenge.
Yep, correct. Right, it's individual challenges that people are encouraged to work with others.
Yeah. So, what do you think is the good thing about debating not like in field?
Sorry.
So, what do you think is the good thing that you find interesting about it?
Um, I think that the main thing is really getting practical experience because what we want is that people that go back from field, you know, they really learn something, learn to do something, not just maybe some theoretical concept or get some inspiration from sessions and labs, but they build something for their own job maybe or their own projects. So they have something they can reuse when they go back home.
What you thought to do?
People learn in different ways, right? Like Carlotta said it best, you're here to learn what's new. And then you come and participate in an open hack and you implement and you actually use the technology in a real world scenario. In the world, when you're at work, there isn't a step one, do this, step two, do that, right? It is, here's the challenge that we've been assigned that you have to address. You got to do the research, you got to go through it. The benefit here is that you're listening to the breakouts and the keynotes, you're hearing about all the things that are new, and immediately you take those ideas and put it into real work scenarios, right? Yes, ordering pizza through an agent is a little bit not as stressful, but it's done in such a way that, open hacks traditionally have been 2-day events, right? And we want to make sure that people are taking advantage of all the networking opportunities and learning opportunities from breakouts to labs and what have you. Having this as a 2-day experience would be too much. So we've done it in such a way where you can quickly jump in, have your experience based on what you've learned, and then go experience more, go and network, go and attend more breakouts and do more labs, right? It really, it makes you excited to learn and actually apply right away. And there'll be more opportunities of open hacks beyond Build that we'll have coming across the globe very shortly.
Okay, so if someone wants to take part of that, they can money or do I keep coming to field?
Yeah, so no, it's okay. So at present, open hacks are available at Build. As I mentioned before, we're working on a plan that will actually have open hacks had around the world. There's been a lot of excitement for this type of opportunity. If you remember the AI tour, right? So the AI tour is coming back. We'll be back in September to come back with the AI tour. Open hacks are looking to be part of AI tour. We don't have confirmation on that yet. But because of the excitement that we saw here, we had a lineup down the hallway when we opened the doors, and people were excited to come in and participate. So we're looking at how do we then replicate this throughout the globe. Online is a challenge, and the reason why it's a challenge is because the expertise that's in the room in terms of the coaches, right? Like yourself as an MVP and Carlotta as a cloud advocate, it's important to have that type of engagement. Not from a, hey, you should be doing this and you should be doing that, but a lot of people are asking questions now. Well, this is similar to a scenario that I've seen at my office and what I'm trying to implement, and they'll ask Carlotta that for AI Foundry and get ideas from Carlotta. That's hard to do in an online version, right? So having it in person makes you have that ability not only to talk to us, but talk to the great MVPs as well, and others that are in the community that are adopting the technology.
Yeah, and I noticed that you can use different channels to build AI. Video studio or stuff. Can you tell us which is the most popular and what we use today?
I've seen quite a balanced.
It's been a mix.
Yeah, it's been a mix. I've seen a balance of groups of people working with different technologies, which is very nice.
think Copilot Studio is beating AI Foundry. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But just bias, just bias.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So tomorrow, lots of people.
Ah.
100 people.
Okay. So is this a challenge where someone can win the like prizes at the game?
So the way that this is formulated is you're being rewarded for completing the challenge, right? It's not how fast you complete the challenge; it's how creative, and how you comprehended the challenge. Once you've completed the 3 challenges part of your stream, you have your passport that has the 3 stamps, and that enters you into a draw. So everybody here who completes the challenge has equal opportunity to win video cards, external monitors. So there's a whole bunch of prizes that are involved.
Yeah. Can we ask the feedback, the people that are watching us, if they have any feedback? For example, as Anthony was saying, we'd like to get this OpenHack beyond build. So I would love to know if they would love to participate through an OpenHack, even if they are not at build right now. Yeah. So just share your thoughts.
Yeah. Any last advice about like if someone wants to consider doing OpenHack and new to it?
At the end of the day, I think the main thing is having fun. This is a safe environment to test, learn with people, fail. So yeah, at the end of the day, we want to have fun. We want people to have fun.
Yeah, that's it, right? It's you're coming here to learn, right? There isn't you didn't finish the challenge. I broke in the challenge when I first tried to do the challenge myself, right? So it's everybody is learning by mistakes, and that's always been the best way to learn, because if you're going through it and you make a mistake, you're going to try to figure out how the mistake occurred, and you're going to try to fix it. That's much better, in my opinion, in terms of an exercise, as opposed to step 1, step 2, step 3, because those steps may work for that lab, but they won't work for real world implementation, right? I've always abided by address the challenge itself beyond just the technology in terms of the logic that serves it first before even jumping to the technology itself.
Would you advise someone to learn more on technology before joining this OpenHack? Or like where it could be?
Yeah, it may be a good idea to attend some breakout sessions in field or labs, because as Anthony was saying before, the idea is really to apply the learning from those and get practical experience for
Okay. So when's the next OpenHack, guys?
So we don't have one booked as of yet, but we have a calendar that's going to be coming up very shortly. So we should have more information in June. Like I said, we're looking at having it globally run around the world. And then not just run by Microsoft, we're also looking at working with the MVP community to also run their own OpenHacks in local communities as well. So stay tuned.
Okay, no worries. Thanks for joining this episode. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Did you see the live? I hope it goes well.